All right, we should be live. We should be ready to go. Welcome. It's me, Chrono JJ, with the Voobly Champions League Grand Finals. Man, I am as excited as a grown man can be to watch other people play an 18-year-old video game. I don't know why. I'm just excited. It's the finals. It's the end of the tournament. Hopefully it's going to be awesome. Kimo has looked great so far. He's facing off against reDo, who has also looked really good. reDo did take one game from Kimo in their regular season match, but Kimo has looked almost unstoppable in the playoffs. He won both matches 3-0, so he is unstoppable so far. But now he's playing reDo. We'll see how reDo can do here. Ooh, we got a nice set of maps too. We'll go over the maps real quick, and then we'll get into the series before it gets too late. The first map is Tropical Mirage, which probably not familiar to you guys, or maybe many of you, because it's kind of a newer map. So we'll go over that when we're in the game. The second map is Blue Lagoon, kind of a medium to high hunt land map. Third map is Watering Hole, very high hunt. Fourth map is our water map, Mediterranean, everybody's favorite. And then the fifth and final map, of course, if we get that far, is Ghost Lake. And what are these players playing for? As you can see in the top of the screen, first place gets 360, second place gets 200. That's cash, hard cash. But more importantly, the winner gets to be called the champion of the Voobly Champions League, and nobody has ever been called that before, so that's going to be a pretty awesome. So let's just get into the game. I'm excited. It should be a good series, so let's get going. Let's have some fun. And here we are. Got my little scorecard. We've got the game here. We are just going to jump right in. I already got a few friendly fellows from YouTube ready and watching, and hopefully it'll be a good series. I've got 5 recorded games here. There may or may not be 5 recorded games. It's spoiler free. Hello. Ooh, Sugar Key Kako. Hello and welcome. We're gonna get into game number 1 right here, guys. I'm predicting on Tropical Mirage we might see like a Zeus or an Oranos from reDo, and of course I would think we'd see Rav from Kimo. So let's see. Game number 1. Let's make sure I've got it right. I do. Here we go. Game number 1. Set versus Oranos. Whoa. So the player I thought might go Oranos went Egyptian. And Kimo on the bottom right is Oranos. And reDo is set. That's cool. That is a surprise. So, reDo, the underdog, Kimo, the champion of last season, and this is it, the finals. Let's go. But first, the map. So, as I said, Tropical Mirage is a newer map. A lot of people might not be very familiar with it. As you can see, it's kind of a desert theme. We've got players starting with 1 gold mine, and the town centers are kind of in these little grassy areas. And each grassy area gets a pack of 5 giraffe. You'll note that the gold mines tend to avoid the town centers. In fact, they cannot spawn on the grassy areas. So the gold mines will be out in the desert, as we can see right here. There's gold mine, gold mine, gold mine. Actually, some pretty decent gold mines for Kimo. reDo's closest is here. Then he also has one here. So these are a little bit adventurous gold mines for reDo. But as set, he should be taking the early map control. In fact, if I were him, I think I'd take this town center. Because what if he's going to go forward and get an early town center, which is often what you see, I think I'd get this one. Because you can walk here, and then you have this really close gold mine. This town center isn't quite so great. You got a gold mine here, but you'd have to, I mean, that's pretty far forward there. So to make sure video and audio is good, I hope so. But yeah, this is a high hunt map. You got a lot of zebra, A lot of giraffe. And we saw an elephant pack somewhere. Where was the elephant? There's an elephant pack down here along with... Boy, this is a danger zone right here. Woo-wee. 3 hyenas, 2 elephants. Take out your whole army of villagers. And oh, here's reDo. So reDo's set. Set will take early animals and convert them. I don't like it though when the set player converts his own hunt. I'd much prefer that he be converting the enemy hunt somewhere, which I guess if he hasn't really scouted a whole lot, you know, I mean, actually, that's not a bad idea. Because these elephants are pretty far out in the open. So actually it is good for him. I take that back. I think it's alright that he's converting these, as they'll wander and kind of disappear into the elephant here. Let me just real quick make sure. Is the audio okay? Because I got my new headset here. So what are these 2 big pyramids for? They're basically just for decoration. The one thing, though, I do know that, so I think Flame wanted these in. Flame is one of the guys who kind of came up with the map concept, and Rebel Rising made it. He liked these pyramids because you can hide units in there underneath the pyramid and you can't visually see them. So kind of like the opportunity to like hide in there. I mean, they show up on the mini map, but you can kind of get small units in here and come out and pop. There they are. So, okay, I was going to say the set player will want to advance as quickly as he can. It's going to be about a 420. And the Oranos here for Kimo. Man, it's weird to see Kimo as Oranos. We got a 432, some idle town center time. There he goes. Nice little wall here. I like it. I like it. Really nice protected. Almost would like to see him maybe just wall this off just for kicks and giggles. He does have to be careful, though. So reDo... Oh. Here's the problem. So... reDo used vision early, which isn't a bad idea if you can, because you can get hunt. But the problem is his hyena died, and because he converted elephants, he has no scouting animal. So like with an early advance like he's got, he could have done like a forward shift. Like imagine if he's 420 and he uses vision and he sees these villagers here and he shifts here. He wouldn't kill them, but 2 Atlantean citizens idle at this point in the game would be huge. Instead, it looks like he's being more defensive and is going to try to grab a town center. A little bit low on gold, though. So, 420 indeed. So yeah, he's going to go grab this town center. And he really could have saved his advance. I mean, if there's no point really in quite as quick of an advance as he did. And it looks like he's trying to build a trap here, but he needs to be careful. Like what he's trying to do is when the enemy units come into view, and he's still a little bit slow on getting his gold. Yeah, that's kind of slow there. But what he's aiming to do is to shift the enemy units in here and then trap them with his, using shifting sands, and then trap them, and then the tower can kill. But there's a hole here. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Now Kimo, double counter barracks. So the decision as an Atlantean here, the elephant rush. The decision here is, do you make a barracks and a counter barracks for Mermillo Terma spam, or do you just do double Terma? We can see he's going double Terma. We'll see a Valor used right now, and now they'll go forward. And because he went double Terma, that tells me he'll probably get a semi-quick town center pretty quick to try to match the set boom here. And we can see he's getting some damage in on the barracks. You know what? He might kill it actually if he keeps, but actually it's worth it to pick off these villies here, or not the villies, the animals here, because everyone killed is less food that the set player can eat. And we have the Oracle over here. The Prometheans are right there. Now, what does reDo do here? I think... well, it depends. I would agree with one counter barracks because he's really putting no pressure. But So, what are Terma's counter archers? They are in an anti-archer archer unit, technically. They look like they're on a horse, which, well, they are, but they're classified as archers. So, like, slingers get a bonus against Terma, and Terma get a bonus against slingers. But in the end, Terma should win. As we see, we're going to get a first raid here. reDo should be able to see this. He's got a priest here. Pick off the priest, yeah. Nice. And then get on the Vils. You'd almost... I wouldn't shockwave this. You could try a shockwave, which would probably just get him +1 Vil. He should get another one. Kind of bad aim from these Terma, though. I missed a lot of units. Oh, just got her. Just got her. So reDo will probably just go 2 town centers heroic. Kimo grabbing this one, or about to. And just a little bit of raids here. But yeah, when it comes to getting... I agree. I don't think 2 counter barracks is really worth it. Because you can see he's really not getting any pressure. I mean, other than this. But he could have accomplished this pressure with 1 counter barracks. And by building 1 fewer counter barracks... Yes, this is the first match. By building 1 fewer counter barracks, he'd get his town center just a little bit quicker. We can see a little bit of a push here. And a shift. And did he finish the wall? There might be a hole in between these 2 houses. Almost. Maybe. Can he get out? There is. Yes, I thought there would be. I thought, now, if Kimo notices, though, he can just run him right out because there is a hole in between these 2 houses, but Kimo doesn't notice. So it's actually a fail shift, but Kimo did not notice. So the Terma are stuck anyway. Never assume. So whenever you get in a trap like that, never assume that you're blocked out. Just click outside, and if there is a hole, the units will find it. And yeah, they could have escaped and probably lost none. As we can see, both players are grabbing now additional town centers. reDo probably has some pretty good economy. And getting a little bit forward with his Vils. Pick off this one. Oh, got her. And... yes, and you are correct. Yes, Kimo is Oranos. You are right. It's kind of switcheroo, and it is the first game. And the question also, yes, Hoplites do get an attack bonus against Terma. Hoplites, Ulsarks, and Spearmen get attack bonus versus Terma. I think maybe Murmillo. I'm not sure on that one. But those are like special attack bonuses, so they aren't really... oh, one more shot. He's got to finish it off. It's taking a little bit more damage. Only 1 shot hit. And could get on these Villies, actually. Could potentially kill 1 or 2. Because there's only a couple priests here. And turn and kite. Turn and kite. Or, well, I guess just kill it anyway. Yep. Run and then shoot. Shoot. Get. There you go. And at this point, you got the Pharaoh here. You probably don't want to turn and fight. Just run out of here. Well, okay. Get 1 more Vil. That's nice. This is the value of Terma. You really don't need a lot to do damage. And that's a lot of value out of this. And could potentially pick off a Spearman. And kills the Hyena. And yes, that's what I mentioned earlier. Is reDo, depending on the gold situation, could run into a little bit of trouble. Because this gold isn't safe. This gold isn't. Not that one. The only one that he can really realistically go to, as we see another pick off of a Spearman, is this gold mine. So reDo should wall this off now while he can. And we can see, I don't think Kimo is really making an army right now. I think he's just happily hunting and such. And is he... okay, yeah, I was going to say he needs to make Vils here. And we can see, yeah, he's done making army. So this is his only army right now, but it's so small, but because they're so mobile, they kind of run around the map. They take control of it, even though there's so few. And we can see that reDo actually has a much larger army, but because Oh, oh, I did not see the Prometheans. Oh, he was queuing up Prometheans. This could actually do some damage because there's only 3 heroes there. So these Prometheans and this army are way out of position. This is going to be a lot of idle Vil time now, and we're going to start seeing that problem. The shockwave. Oh, really nice, too. He can trap a lot of these Vils in between the Prometheans and the Terma. That is a fantastic shockwave. Now, I've got to finish off these Villies, though. There's a lot of low HP Villies. And we have the heroes here, but these Prometheans, yeah, they could just get on the town center and do a ton of damage right now. And now we see Kimo is now queuing up units in his barracks here. And reDo a little bit out of position. He just lost 4 slingers for nothing. This is looking really good for Kimo here. And again, he just got these Terma just shooting away. This isn't really a great spot for him. They're kind of path blocked, and they got to, oh yeah. He did not have gone up there. Those spearmen just got all over those Terma. And now that is going to force him back. He went a little greedy because he wanted to kill the Pharaoh to keep his Promethean alive, but should not have gone forward like that. And in fact, he really, I know if he kills a town center, he wins. But he also wins if he sits on the gold mine. So I would have maybe preferred him to, once the army showed up, just to fall back. But still, this is a good trade for him. I mean, look at all these villagers that are idle. We've got 14 villagers just repairing. Got a few in here that died to something. I'm not really sure what they died to. But yeah, this is looking really good for Kimo. He'll have to fall back a little bit here. And yeah, I like this map too. It's a nice looking map. It's very aesthetically pleasing, but it's also a really cool map. And here is does reDo get his back gold scout? Oh man, this is really bad scouting from reDo here. Actually, as set, you should have the entire map scouted, and he doesn't know about this gold mine just out of view now. I don't know where Kimo is going. Like, he should see this. Yeah, he sees the wall here. He knows the mining camp is here. But it looks like Kimo's going to go on this town center and just try to flatten it. Which, I mean, there's 2,800 hit points. But Promethean do 5 crush, 10 hack. So that's pretty good. And this army, again, Egyptian, classical Egyptian. So slow, where he won't kill the town center because of the really good repair rate, but this is going to be a ton of villagers that are going to be idle. And he can just pick away at these vills. Nice to get... Oh, I like that from Kimo. He picked a vill that was already half dead. And here's Kimo up Hyperion already. I think reDo is not aging up. He is getting Masons, though. So he got Masons. More HP on his town center. The army is a little slow in coming. It's going to be close. The repairing comes in. The army's got to fight. I think the town center will stay up. But this is a ton of damage. We have a chaos used here. Yeah. Kimo should probably fall back from this. Yes, he's going to. But because that's just so much damage done, though. And nice to fall back, kind of, and then re-attack. And a few more units are down. And reDo, what kind of eco does he have? Not much. But he is aging up. He is aging up. Boy, this game is cool. How often do you see Oranos raiding Egyptian town center? Oh, this is not a good fight, though. Not a good fight for Kimo. Took a lot of losses there early. Now, reDo does have to fall back. That's fine for him. But the Terma are pretty expensive at 95 resources a pop here. But, okay, a little bit of slingers over here, but the Terma will win this. It'll take a little bit, but the Terma will win. There we go. The slingers are down. And I would like to... Man, what kind of economy does Kimo have? He's aging up. Yeah, he's in a great spot. The early town centers are so good for him. And reDo is up Nephthys. We can see these villagers are coming up here. I think they're looking for a gold mine, but they find Hun instead, so they're distracted by that. Got a few Contarius in. Nice to see them. They're in because of all the slingers. But we've got Hecate. Where do you use Hecate? if you're Kimo here. I think you maybe just use it on this town center just to flatten it, because it'll kill the town center. And then, or you could use it here, but there's a lot of army. I think he is going for to use the Tartarian gate here. So this is looking really good for Kimo. He's up P8 now. Looks like, yeah, you got 3 Terma coming in. He's going to use Tartarian gate somewhere in here. Just has to watch out for his Terma. They don't all die right away. Or maybe there's actually more Villies here than there are up here. It's actually be better for him to use it right on this. No, there's no Eclipse. So he's set. Set doesn't have access to Bass. So he would either have Anubis or Ta. Ta, he already used Shifting Sands. But we can see we've got a Shockwave. You got the Tartarian gate. We do have Ancestors yet. And yeah, actually, I like this. I was thinking here, but once I saw as many Vills, I think Kimo also thought the same thing and felt like if he used Tartarian gate, the Vills would just turn and kill it. It looks like he's going to come up here and try to kill it with his villagers. We have a defensive Ancestors here. The Villies are kind of taking a bad route. And Pharaoh's hiding in the tower. I don't know if he actually realizes that. We have a little bit of a push here. Okay, the Lampates did get the special effect on the Scorpion Man, who is chaosed, but he's still kind of fighting against Kimo anyway. Kimo is pushed off of this gold mine. How much does he have here? Still have 3,500, so no big deal. And we've got the upgraded Contarius, actually, and now the Scorpion Man is fighting just everything. And the Tartarian gate going down slowly. Does have Masons. Nice to see that. A little bit additional armor. A lot of Villies going down here. We saw that there's like 16 that came up, and now we're down to just 6. And so a lot of Villies down for reDo, who has a ton of wood. No gold because he's pumping mercenaries here. And a lot of Contarius. We got a random Villy that's getting attacked here. These slingers need to go back because they're all about to die. And, oh, he's got 3 hit points left. Finish her off. Oh, no. Didn't finish off. And, oh, man. This gold mine right here. Look at this cool whirlwind. Look at this thing. Oh, man, these are beautiful. And, oh, the Tartarian gate still lives. And the Pharaoh. Yeah, reDo does not know where his Pharaoh is. He's right here, ready to kill all of these Tartarian gate spawns. But reDo clearly doesn't know where he's at. So he's stuck. We do have some farms here. Oh. reDo did not realize that Shadoof didn't research. So Shadoof is the tech that makes farms cheaper. They're like 23 gold cheaper and they build faster. The tech was queued in the temple when Tartarian Gate was used on it. So reDo is making expensive farms right now. And this is a big push by Kimo. And reDo's Villies, actually pretty decent. He was peaked at 80 and now he's down to 68. Kimo is at max as well. Kimo's economy way ahead. I do agree. I think it is GG because reDo is stuck in Mythic. Oh, he lost his main town center too. That should not have fallen. All because Arnedjeroitef II is a huge coward and just hiding in the tower. And the town center goes down. And yeah, Kimo is in a fantastic spot. Needs to get some siege. Here it comes. And a little bit, maybe a little too many Contarius, but that's okay. They kind of have a rough time fighting in choke points, but we do have a nice raid here. And this will be pretty good. We see a Chaos also used to Chaos the Scorpion Man. And the Scorpion Man is going to keep on attacking the Contarius here. But now the gold mine is done. And neither player has yet scouted the gold mine. So reDo, as he's losing tons of villies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this game is done. And reDo has never found that gold. You can see he's behind. So far, he has 20 gold, 75 wood, 21 food. And Kimo has just finished researching the Titan Gate. And, oh, really nice play by Kimo here. I don't think reDo expected the Oranos. I think reDo thought this would be a Ra versus Set matchup here. And that's why he went Set. And in the end, it did not work out. We have everybody jumping into this sky passage. I assume to come over here and get on this town center. Yep, here they come. Cause more villages to go idle. And still this gold mine just never scouted. And that is it. GG, well played by Kimo. This gold mine remained unscouted for the duration of the match. And Kimo did well with his early pressure. So this is a nice Oranos map because of where the gold is. And I thought that reDo would go Oranos here because of where the golds are. And reDo is typically an Oranos player. I mean, not like maybe an Oranos main, but he plays a lot of gods. And he can play Oranos really well. So I'm kind of surprised that he didn't go Oranos here, because both players, again, knew what the maps were ahead of time, like 2 weeks ahead of time. The unwanted gold mine. You're right. Nobody wanted it. Nobody even wanted to see it. But yeah, I think he went Set because he was afraid of Ra, maybe. But I think that Oranos does well against Ra on this map, given where the gold mines tend to spawn. So, interesting. Yeah, the gold wouldn't have saved him. I think he was just too far behind. The early pressure, he just lost too many vills early. And theoretically, maybe could have walled, but that's a lot of walling to do. So it would have been hard. But we can take a look at the post game, and really the tail of this game here is just the resource difference. Kimo just way ahead. A little bit behind in grabbing town centers, but just that landing an early game economy is so good. And reDo just kept losing vills. You can see lost a few vills, lost a few vills, lost a few. I think you got to, as Set here, I think you should be aggressive. I really don't think that Set can match Oranos booming on an open map. But there are reasons why Kimo and reDo are playing in the finals and not me. So, I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on to game number 2. That was a fun one. A little bit surprising. Game number 2 is on Watering Hole or maybe Blue Lagoon. Or how about we just click on it and see. Game number 2 is Oranos versus Ra on Blue Lagoon. Okay, I knew Blue Lagoon was in this map, but whoa, wait a minute here. Are these guys playing on each other's accounts or what? Because Kimo, the typical Ra main, is playing Oranos. And we are looking at the Ra player, but that's reDo. So we've got reDo as Ra on Blue Lagoon. And we've got Kimo as Oranos. So, so Kimo playing some mind games here, where I'm sure reDo is expecting Kimo to be playing Egyptian, and Kimo is switching it up and trying to show that he is a Oranos master. So, ooh. And I like Oranos versus Ra on this map. A lot of it does go down to where are the gold mines. And this actually isn't a bad gold mine for Ra. In fact, it's actually pretty good because you can wall this off and this. And a gold mine is now walled along with all of this hunt. So this is actually a pretty nice spawn for reDo, as long as he scouts the bottom hunt, which he does have this hunt, so that's good. He'll go to this one. So he should bounce from this down to this, probably grab the town center, and then has safe gold. Now, you might remember in the regular season when they faced off, reDo went Oranos on this map, and Kimo went Ra. And Kimo did a one town center, Bast, Sekhmet, Osiris push with an Eclipse Scarab push along with Son of Osiris all the way into the base. And Kimo pushed reDo all the way back to like one town center. Then reDo fought back for a while. And eventually, Kimo did win that with that strategy. So like, if I'm Oranos here, or if I'm Kimo here, if I'm let me get this right. If I'm reDo here, not a great gold mine spot here, but if I'm reDo, do I try that strategy against Kimo? Do I do Bast, Sekhmet, Osiris, one town center, Mythic? Really nice hunt for him. Now he didn't scout this. This is actually pretty lazy pig scouting, though I think maybe his pig got converted. That might have happened. But what I would do here, once I see my town center here, one TC better here or two? I think both work. A lot of it just depends on what the Oranos player does. But here's... Ooh. Oh, I don't... Oh. So here's the problem as a Ra here. He's wanting to stay in his base. I don't like what reDo's doing here. I don't like him going to pig so soon. Oh, he didn't even get hunting dogs, so he's definitely going up with Shaduf. I don't like this on this map. I know his worry is that if he goes hunting dogs and goes forward, he'll be pushed off early. I think you go Bast here, given the setting, because, oh wow, yeah, look at what's happening here with his economy. He is stuck now, essentially. Having to go to berries is one goat, or one pig got scouted, and he lost it, so he's going to have a really slow age up with one town center here. And we can see he is walling like crazy. If I'm Kimo and I see this, which he does, I'm grabbing an archaic town center here as Kimo. I know he's already aging up, but if I'm Kimo here, I don't even bother to push this right now. I just like transition and grab an immediate town center, because he should know, given how all this walling is, that reDo's playing super defensive, is going to be slowed down. Like, look at this. I know he's probably worried about getting pushed on his gold mine, but you really don't have to worry this much about it. I mean, you can just make your trap and just shift the initial pushing army in. I think reDo, if you're going to go up like this and you go Ta, you build a trap and you just kind of shift the initial units in, and then you don't have to worry about ever getting pushed because you can shift them in. But I would have preferred to see that he's gonna be up at 530. That's super slow. I just think because it's 2 giraffe and he's going up Bast anyway, I think this is just like an auto lose archaic age for reDo. As we see, the oracles are heroed here, but if you're gonna go up Bast, you might as well have gone forward to this hunt, which you would have been able to age up at 430. And then you're Bast, and then you could kind of defend this. Instead, he's going Bast, which doesn't give him access to Shaduf, so he's not going to get cheaper farms. So this is really confusing to me. And when you talk about, like, games, like, I mean, this slow advance is just costing him, and he's empowering the wall. so it repairs a little faster. But yeah, this 530. Oh, the shockwave too will kill a Billy and maybe a second one because he's on the wrong side of the. Oh, this is just. Oh man. Now the pharaoh or the priest is going away forward. You don't want to lose him. Should be safe, but you're building expensive farms at this point in the game on a high hunt map. Sphinx is kind of trapped here. Are you gonna try to get it? Oh, nice path blocking. Really nice movement by Kimo there. He might still get out in the end. We'll still get out. He'll try to path block again with the try to cut him off. The Sphinx is fat. The Sphinx is fat. So you can't potentially up. He's going to give up on it. And oh, this wall did not quite get up. Actually should just delete it. Delete this segment. Because Kimo can quickly attack the hills here. I just don't understand the I mean, yeah, Ra is weird too. It is really questionable when you're redo and you can play so many different gods. Why Ra? Because yeah, you're either in a Ra war, you're right, or Kimo would go Oranos because he picked it in the first map. And here's the Pharaoh getting picked off just like that. And now it's gonna get a ton of pressure on his gold mine here, and he doesn't even have. He has no economy. Like, just this archaic game. Just the archaic gameplay as we see Kimo kind of taking free damage here. It's not really very good here. Yo, Kimo! Kimo! Oh. Alright, alright. Alright. Not terrible, but I mean, wow. It just this archaic age just cost redo if you're gonna go up Bast. Why not hunt? I don't understand. Does he even have Ecotex? Oh, he doesn't even have plow. No plow. That's bad because that's a 22% improvement to farming that he's missing out on. That's several hundred food, which at this point in the game is very, very important. And we can see what is it looks like Kimo is maybe gonna grab a town center. Yeah, he's grabbing a town center. And we see an Eclipse has to be used just so he can defend his gold mine. And yeah, this is not a good showing so far. He'll fight this off and probably be able to wall. And just needs to be careful. Actually, Kimo really should have just ran as soon as Eclipse got used. And just run this Sphinx out. You don't want him to attack because he'll die. Well, maybe he'll be okay. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. No, one too many shots. Oh, this Sphinx has a really slow attack. But it redo. I mean, this is a throw right here, though, from Kimo. And should be able to run him out. Yeah. I mean, two Sphinx with Eclipse just destroyed this army here. Just destroyed this army and should not have fought that, but I mean Kimo's just so far ahead, so it doesn't really matter. And actually the Pharaoh can finish this off. You don't want to lose your Villies though. And there we go. He'll finish this off. They finish the wall. And yeah, but like now he's got plow, but it's too late. It gives Red a chance. Don't be distracted, though, by the score here. Kimo's that low because he's grabbing two town centers at the same time. But it does give redo a chance. Hey, Boyd, welcome. No spoilers, man, unless you don't know who wins and you, like, fell asleep halfway through. But right now, I just got done watching a really questionable start from redo, and then we just finished watching Kimo throwing away his entire army to two Sphinx, and this Pharaoh or this priest very brave, but oh come on, no, wait. And no, gotta get back here, gotta get back. Okay. It's a safe gold mine, but how is his economy? Look, he's housed. He's not even have enough food to make units. Yeah, that's right. You gotta be empowering your town center here. But yeah, he wasn't even making. He didn't even have enough food to train villies. And now Kimo, we can see the town centers are built now, so he's at 3 town centers. The reDo's 1, and does have access to a lot of hunt. Got hunt in the middle. We've got this elephant who's kind of being ignored for now, for some reason. And the Sphinx will come out and try to attack or raid. Oh, he does have the upgraded Sphinx. They should just fight. Attack. What the heck? There you go. There you go. Fight. Come on. There you go. All right. All right. Oh, run, 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 run. No, you got to be careful with your Sphinx, though. And the shockwave. Oh, it's going to be close. No, I didn't think so. Yeah, got some good kills in here, but reDo's just so far behind economically. And it's because, let's take a look at the economy. All resources gathered right here. That's just too far behind. And even vills, I mean, 35 vills right here. Needs to heal up this priest, or the Sphinx down here. The gold mine is done. A lot of low HP vills, and he's going to run up to this top gold mine, which isn't safe. It's kind of the natural rate of... Wait a minute, he doesn't even have this gold mine scouted, does he? Doesn't even have that gold mine scouted. And reDo is going to start facing, once this economy comes in. Well, Kimo's aging up. I mean, at this point, Kimo's so far ahead, he can kind of do whatever he wants. And a few more vills. Do we have Skin of the Rhino? No. Gotta watch out for this low HP Sphinx, though. Yeah. reDo might win this initial fight because it's pure Terma. He needs to heal up this low HP Sphinx, though. Yeah, there he goes. And try to heal up Bull Pharaoh, too. Kimo's stopped the aggression because he's aging. He's just gonna wait. And Hyperion is a nice choice because it's going to chaos a Sphinx and 4 of these units, which is like quarter of his army here. So yeah, you want to get your Sphinx though to use their special attack. Their special attack is super good. Because you can run in and use your special and then run right out, and the Sphinx are safe. But is reDo even close to advancing? Yes, he's going up Sekhmet. Now we're probably going to have an immediate chaos here. I mean, 3 town centers to 1. I mean, basically, in order for reDo to win, he somehow has to just push through this town center right away, because the economy is just gonna go ballistic for Kimo right now, who is at full vills at 12 minutes. He is full vills, and here's the chaos. Little instant, I mean, basically gets the Sphinx, which insta kills him, and then the slingers are all just slinging at each other, and actually did kill a few extra slingers here. He actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, that's like, I think that's 8 dead slingers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dead. Alright, whatever. Close enough. And yeah, reDo, not a good game by him, but that's what maybe the pressure will do. You're playing in a tournament game, it's the finals. You can make players play not as good as they normally do. And again, just pure Terma. But now we've got, oh yeah, now we've got the Contarius coming in. And you tell me how in the world is reDo going to hold this position here? The Sphinx are running into the trees, getting blocked. That's 1 down. And as soon as the other one dies, it's going to be really tough sledding for reDo here as we see the Contarius start to come in. decent unit to use against all these slingers. Yes, this is a best of 5, so we've got at least one more game. And the Sphinx is that's gonna be his last spin. You got the Scarab in here just to defend and tank damage. And we need a Migdol from reDo, but he can't afford to make it. And he got, yeah, these, nice to get these. Oh, and Kimo is probably, yeah, he's getting fortified town centers. This sling, oh, nice. I don't know if that was on purpose, so. Education. When the Scarab dies, he does splash damage, and it looked like Kimo intentionally moved his army back to avoid the splash damage. That's little things like that, which do make a difference over time. And now we see there's no more myth units to tank this, so the Cantarius here are just gonna plow through this army here. And no, Totlad, that doesn't. My source, my man who always gets me my recorded games, will always send me the full amount of potential games. So if there's 3 games, he'll send me 2 fillers. There's a shockwave on the units. Eco upgrades are almost non-existent. Kimo got pretty decent eco upgrades. And we've now got the Arcus, Cantarius combination. This is a nice unit combo you don't see too often. But Arcus, Cantarius are pretty solid here. And got the, yeah, now that's GG. reDo's pushed off of his gold because he's raw. He had really bad scouting, and he has now scouted this, but this was too late. He never scouted that, but the way reDo played this game in Archaic Age basically gave him no chance of winning. It's a tough matchup, and there it is. GG. Game 2 goes to Kimo. So well played by Kimo in Game 1 and Game 2. Really well played by Kimo, but in this game, reDo didn't give himself a chance. I think you gotta go forward. Take your hunt and age up with Bast. I think Bast is fine here because you can hold off with your Free Sphinx and Pharaoh and a Priest. You can hold off on your hunt. Especially if you fall back from this hunt to this one, you can wall this off and you can be safe for a while. I think that's the play, but what he did, which was a no hunting dog strategy on Blue Lagoon, I just think almost never works. So if you're just playing by percentages, I don't think that works. Like, barely ever. So I'm not surprised that he lost. Decent kill death ratio because Kimo threw away a lot of units, but Kimo is just so far ahead. I mean, look at this economy difference. He's just so far ahead. He's full vills at the 20. They're at 12 minutes. He's full vills. So it's 2 games. We'll take a quick little timeout here. We will move into my cute little overlay, and you can see cute little me. Hello. Let's update our scorecard here. I have a raw to put on the screen here. Where are my raws here? How come I can't see them? It must be hiding. All right, let's try this again. All right, here's our raw. There it is. And we have a couple Oranos as well, but those both are going on Kimo's side. But you can age up quickly as Set, and you can defend the oracles with some villagers and Pharaoh. So I think you got to do that. Or, I mean, not Set, as Ra. I think you have to do that. But again, watching, it's easy to say what I would do or not do, and this guy doesn't. There we go. Oh, whoa. We're moving this all around. There we go. And let's get our wins up to the top. So next game is going to be Watering Hole. Now, I do think if we get to Medit, I think that reDo has a really good chance of winning that map. But he's going to have to win Watering Hole. Now, I don't think we'll see more go Oranos here. But he could. I mean, if you won your first 2 games as Oranos and they've been pretty easy wins, do it again. Did GSS lose? GSS was not in this tournament. Did I say more? I mean Kimo. Kimo versus reDo. But all right, let's get into game number 3. I hope reDo wins 2 more. Not that I'm rooting for him. I just want to see more than 3 games in the finals. But man, Kimo has looked good so far. And oh, by the way, new feature of the stream: your dad joke of the night. And again, Green Sea Squash did not participate in this tournament. The last stream I did with Green Sea Squash, that was a show match versus reDo, not a tournament. But anyway, dad joke of the night. I'm going to do this a new feature here. So what do you get when you sit on a sticky bun? You get 2 sticky buns. I love it. I heard that joke today and it really entertained me. Oh man, you get 2 sticky buns. All right, done making a fool of myself. Let us move on to game number 3. Is watering hole. Let's see what we see here. And again, we've got 5 games listed here. There may or may not be 5 games. Game number 3, reDo's got to a reverse sweep against Kimo. So let's see if he can do that. You like that joke, Sigma? I knew you would. I didn't even know you were in the chat, but I knew you'd like it. And we are game number 3, Ra versus Set on watering hole. I thought, finally I'm right. I thought we would see Ra versus Set on this map. I thought we'd see an Aggie War here, and we got it. Now, can Kimo win as Ra? Probably, because Kimo's really good. But this is Kimo. He is finally Egyptian. He is Ra. On the left side of the map is reDo. He is Set. So Set versus Ra on watering hole. I think it's a pretty fair matchup. Just the Set player has to take a 4-2 town center advantage. And Kimo here, there he goes, notices now, and now is empowering. And yeah, no, player did not sign up for the tournament. I believe he was busy. So nope, he didn't sign up. And oh man, the 4 Rhino spawn, that is juicy. And you got a pretty decent town center here. Oh man, this one's great too. Yeah, this is... As Set, you take this town center and you take this town center right here. As Ra, you tried maybe... You could almost do like a 1 town center Sekhmet Bast here, but that's not standard. So he'll probably just grab a 2nd town center. He's got a gold mine here. I think what you do is Ra here is you do 2 town center Ta. You just make a Migdal to raid a little bit in heroic age. You go up age 4 and you push out an age 4, or you just try to make a Titan. As Set here, you advance it like 430. You take this town center, you wall this off, and then you can get this town center, and you're going to have all the hunt you could ever want. And no, I am not from Perth. I am from the United States, but we call them sticky buns around here in Illinois. Central United States, they're sticky buns. 2 of them when you sit on a sticky bun, too, by the way. All right, let's take a look at the relics. We haven't looked at any relics yet this game, or this series. Dwarven Calibers, minus 20% siege cost. That's pretty solid, actually. And the other relic, Pharaoh picked it up here. Plus 15% building hit points. That's also nice. And I heard a hyena holler. Where did the hyena die? Oh yeah, you don't want to lose. Oh, he died to the town center. That's a careless loss there, but he's got rhinos. Yeah, you gotta. Oh, yep, he's gonna do it. No, this is good. He's gonna age forward, and he's gonna want to try to age up at about 415, 420. And take this town center. And then he didn't scout the other one yet, but he should know it's right here. The only chance would be here, but that's not big enough. So yeah, it's got to be here. And that's your gameplay here. It's going great, Greek. How is it going for you? But yeah, that's your gameplay as set. You grab these forward 2 town centers, you boom up, you reach heroic age with 3 town centers and a nice economy. And then you just hold that early Ra push, because Ra is going to have a push, an early mythic going 2 town centers. And your goal is set here is to almost just stay heroic, get fortified town centers, get masons so a tornado can't just insta-kill your town center, and then you defend 4 to 2 town centers. And generally, if you can hold that initial Ra Mythic Age push, you can win. I make it seem pretty simple. But I've played this matchup many times as Ra, and that's what I always felt was the best option for me, is to 2 town center, fast heroic, make a Migdol, do some raiding, slow the enemy down. Look at this trail of houses here. And then reach mythic with tornado and try to quick push out with tornado. It is a best of 5, goodie, so this could be our last game. Hopefully it's not. And reDo is forward on this town center. He wants to get some early pressure, I think, with these Rhino, but that's a little bit optimistic, I feel like. He's used vision, so reDo knows where stuff is around here. Oh, he does not see these. Oh, now he does. And this wall gets up just in time. But the vision is actually forcing Kimo a little bit of idle time that he didn't really need to do. I think he's realized that there's not going to be a shift. He was afraid of a shift onto his Vils. Man, what time is... You know, if reDo would have played this standard and just done a shift with this 420 on this, I think it's an instant win. Instead, he got greedy and tried to push without using shifting sands, and now his push isn't doing anything. Because that's what you do. As set, you grab your early town center, you do an aggressive 420 and shift, and you can kill some units. And he didn't do that. And you want to run your Rhino before it dies, because that's a lot of food that you're going to lose here to the Rhino. And he's going to shift the Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh shifted back. Okay, so the Pharaoh shifted out. The Pharaoh gets shifted back. The shifts are wiped out. Now, this did slow Kimo down, though. But reDo got greedy. This is a really nice wall here. I don't think he expected this early wall. But reDo got greedy and thought he could pressure without using shift. And how is that shift better than just shifting onto the food bills? Well, Dr. Pharmacy, it wasn't. Like, if he would have played normal, it's just shifted his free Wadget, Pharaoh, animals, and all that crap. As soon as he advanced, he would have probably killed 3 villagers because of where they were. Because of how slow Kimo advanced. Kimo was up at like 520. So now they ended up getting their town centers at about the same time. This town center is idle for reDo. And what kind of economy does reDo have? Hope I can't check. Yeah, I think it would have been a GG. Okay, reDo is trying to grab his 3rd town center. Yeah, reDo just got greedy. He really got greedy. Oh, boy, can you put that link in chat? Real quick, while we got a little bit of a lull in the action as everybody's grabbing town centers. If you could even try to put it in the YouTube chat, I might be able to just copy it. Yeah, put it and I'll copy it. But while we have a little bit of a lull in the action, actually I'll just pause it. So we are doing a fan favorite vote using this link. It is to vote for your favorite player in the tournament, not including a prize-winning player, which they aren't included on the the poll anyway. Oh, remove the R. Sorry. Hold on. Real quick. So you can vote, and the winner of the vote gets like $40. $40, I think. And it's just kind of a benefit. Or, you know, one of the favorite players is vote who you want. There's a question real quick. Magic and Green Sea Squash did not sign up for this tournament, so they're not in it. Is this game another GG? Look at the map control. No. This is not GG at all. Not GG at all here. And now Kimo's used rain. In fact, with the town center was slow for reDo. He slowed this town center down a little bit, but he did not kill any early vills. No early pressure, which that's kind of what the set has to do. If you're going to grab the 3 town centers like this, which is what you should do, you need to get some good early pressure in on the set. And here reDo got just greedy and tried to push through without using shifting sands. If he shifts, he'd be in a huge advantage. But he didn't. Well, it's too late. But that's okay. What are we watching? We are watching the finals. Scottish Wolf recorded game stream of the finals of the Voobly Champion League. They were streamed live by Boy earlier if you want to go back in time and watch those. Yeah, reDo is greedo. I like it. I like it. And converting the Rhino to give free hunt. That's good. Economy, we have reDo almost advancing already. Actually, a faster advance than I thought he'd get. Is he advancing anywhere? Now he is. He had a little bit of idle town center time here. Where's he advancing at? There he is, the forward town center for some reason. But you wanna, it'll take a while for me to explain. If you wanna give him, just type exclamation point league in the chat and you'll get all of your information about the tournament. But yeah, you've missed the entire tournament. We're now in the finals as this villager is coming across the hyena. Oh, we've got a big fight here. We got a big fight. The hyena, go! Oh, he gets it. Yeah, what a beast. Literally, this hyena is a beast. Whoo-wee. What a beast. As we see, Kimo is up. Hathor going forward. Oh, and reDo does not see this either. This is a really nice position here to build this Migdol. Kimo's in a good spot. He's ahead, I would say, quite a bit economically. Yeah, the rain is really good. Yeah, there's your flying rock. Looking to use the... You know what I do here if I'm Kimo? I save a Locust for a siege tower push on this town center. I think that's what he should do. He's probably going to be tempted to use it here. Don't use it. Don't use it. Don't use Locust. Don't use Locust. Don't use it. He used it. And as we can see, only one villager died. A lot of close, but they're not dead. So, yeah, if he... Because he's ahead aging up so much here. If he would have made Siege Workshop, which he's doing, and then just come down here, because he has reDo split off. This is why this Migdol here is so good. This forward placement is he is splitting reDo off from himself, which should not happen. The set should be able to get map control. And right now, even though he has town centers, he doesn't have map control. So Kimo is in a fantastic position. And what he should have done is make like 3 or 4 siege towers, come down here, attack, use Locust Swarm around his siege towers, and then the town center goes down instantly. Now he's still in a good position, so it's not the end of the world. But here comes some camels for some raids. reDo is a little slow to wall off. Grabbing this town center, which is... we'll see if he gets it. Looks like the camels are coming down here anyway, just to this Villy. Who, because the first one died in the corner, this one is just going to build a market here. And he was a little bit slow. The double Migdol here. A little bit slow to get siege towers out. And I hope Kimo doesn't attack here. He shoots at the poor gazelle. I mean, he can do a little bit of damage here. And in fact, this is fine for now. But as soon as he gets 3 or 4 siege towers, he should push down here. We do still have ancestors. And let's take a look at villager count. And oh, this says a lot about reDo's villager or economy management. So reDo's been at 3 town centers, but we can see he's barely ahead in villagers. So this is not where you want your set to be. Your set should be getting full villies pretty quickly here, and should also be equal in economy at this point. So Kimo's managed his economy really good, and reDo has not. And oh, you're right, Boyd. I missed. There is the double market as well. That's big. Not a super great trade route, though. He kind of built it on the wrong side, but it's safer. A nice little raid here that reDo is not noticing. Now he notices, and he's going to fight with his Villies, which they'll win this. The Vills will, especially if the camels don't retreat. And alright, they ran off. But this is so frustrating. You gotta wall off. I mean, the walls are pretty cheap, and the value you get out of them is just so good. And now we've got, even though, yeah, there we go. Alright, finish off the camels. There you go. Alright, 1 Villy dead. That's alright. And we see this push here. But reDo is up 4 town centers to 2. But Kimo's got a really strong economy on the back end. Look at these eco upgrades. Really good. 3rd gold mine upgrade. 2nd farming upgrade. And reDo. Oh. You got pickaxe. And Shadoof. I don't know if reDo can even hold this position. He's just not where he should be economically. And yeah, he's got to use ancestors to defend. This will help. This will buy him some time. But really, with how the game is going, time really doesn't save reDo here. I mean, reDo needs to be winning this fight. Because Kimo is putting... I mean, this is expensive. To me, well, he's only actually making 1 trade out of 1. But that's expensive. To do that. And so reDo should almost be able to push forward. Now, I hope he doesn't try to age up quickly. He's getting shaft mine now. And Kimo actually doesn't have any eco in the bank right now. reDo is at 160 pop. But he needs to retreat. His chariot shouldn't be here. Get him out of here. Retreat, my friend. Are you fighting mercenaries that are just gonna die? Get out of here. Retreat. There you go. Alright, get out of there. Get out of there. Now this is a good spot. He's fighting the choke points, and now the mercenaries are kind of dying. And we got the Pharaoh is shooting at the siege tower here. Here comes another Scorpion Man out. We got some idle vills here. We do have... Oh! Look at these hyena! Oh, man. Look at these. They each killed a villager. Look at these. Boss of the watering hole right here. And boss number 2 of the watering hole right here. Oh, man. I love to see it. Now, wouldn't it be nice if reDo had this minus 20% siege cost relic right about now? And here's this attack that I said should have came about a while ago. And reDo does not notice this at all. Now he does, but it might actually be... Oh, that one's almost dead. Where's the army here for Kimo? It's all the way up here. Imagine if he's got Locust Swarm here. And it's going to be close. The Vills need to keep fighting, though. Oh, don't split up the Vills. You kill the same one. Oh, no. This is bad reaction by reDo. Oh, he should not have lost this town center like that quickly. I mean, it was going to go down anyway because reDo split up. But this is bad because as soon as Kimo grabs the 3rd town center, the game's over. The way Set wins is by keeping a 4-2 town center advantage. Basically, as soon as the Ra gets the 3rd town center, the game's over. Because Ra is a lot stronger late game. And it looks like he's going to get it. reDo is at 145 pop, but he has nothing. He doesn't have anything to win this fight here. Man, look at this economy too. We've got the pharaoh or the priest is empowering, and it's gonna be 3 town centers to 3. And now at this point, how does reDo react? So, what Kimo will probably do is now that Kimo's got 3 town centers, should just kind of sit back for a little bit, get just full pop and age up because he wants to age up. Ooh, nice to get some cabinets on this though, because look at this trade route. You get your 20% faster caravan upgrade in Mythic Age along with catapults and stuff, and you're good to go. But nice to see a few cabinets here to get in on this, and it'll be good. Get on the trade route here, and Kimo could just swap and come up here, but I mean it is open. That's why he built the markets on the bottom, because of this and that. But you got the cabinets in on the trade route, so that's good. Got this fight. It's kind of just going to do nothing here, and here is Kimo is going up H4 Horus. reDo is getting the cabinet upgrade. Cladding, you don't often see that, so that's cool. But reDo is behind on the age up, behind on economy. Didn't get that early shift attack that he needed. And without upgraded town centers, the tornado, where is it? 40%. Will insta-kill, yeah, will not insta-kill, but will kill an unupgraded town center. And reDo, I like this from Kimo. He's kind of doing this because of like a tornado himself. So if you don't know, yeah, if he did that shifting sands like you would do normally, that is standard. reDo just tried, I don't know, maybe to get just a little bit too cute, maybe try to get optimistic. But anyway, as I was talking, real brief, we'll pause this. So most, actually all, building destructing god powers have a limit to the amount of damage they can do. And that is why we have these buildings surrounding this town center by Kimo. It's because our tornado will not kill this town center. In fact, it's not going to kill a 4200 building HP town center anyway. But that's why he's doing this, is to tank damage and suck up all that potential damage from a god power. But reDo is going to have to do some magical play here to survive. As we see now, Kimo is pushing. I like this. This is good. A lot of times players get so distracted by a forward town center and just keep attacking and attacking. But Egyptians, the way you can beat Egyptian, if you can do this, is to cut the trade route. And this is a big push here. It looks like he is going to defend, though. But on the flip side, as soon as Tornado is up, he can insta-kill this town center. and then just switch and attack here. So we have Tornado up. Does he use it here? You like to use it before any building ups get up. He is getting fortified town center. 9% up though. So if Kimo uses Tornado soon, we see the water fight on Watering Hole. Watering Hole is one of my more favorite maps because you get this. Water is very important on Watering Hole. That's why water is in the name of the map. And this is what we see here. We've got nice little water fight here. We've got upgraded heavy cabinets. I mean, the only map you ever see heavy cabinets is basically Watering Hole. When do you see this tech get upgraded? Heavy cabinets. It actually is a pretty solid tech. But Hoji Phenomena, thank you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. And we got the little Kimo raid up here because, again, no walls. Walls are so strong. You got to wall it off. You got to. And we've got the Avenger is, I guess, finishing off the market. Got a nice little fight here. The dock is down. We can see reDo is just so far behind. Economically, militarily. Let's take a look. All resources. He's actually catching up a little bit. Interesting. Civilian units, he's about even. Military, though, it's... yeah. You're gonna lose this Migdol. We've got the trade about to be split. And nothing going on up here. I thought we'd see an immediate tornado to kill this town center. Instead, we're actually not seeing a huge push right now by Kimo. Oh, these Phil's trying to build. Just a wandering through. Never mind us. La la la. Don't mind us. You don't see us. Just coming through. Which actually, if he could wall the trade route off, that is really awesome. And where's reDo's army? Is he AFK? I mean, we're seeing these villas here. We're seeing siege towers pooling up here. We're seeing not a whole lot. In fact, now that we've reached Mythic Age, kind of not a whole lot going on. We see these villas in, and reDo is now Mythic. Villagers, I don't know why you wouldn't just like build a dock and transport. Actually, you don't have to wall here. You just wall right here. The trade route is done for like a minute or two. And ooh, does he have vision? No, he used vision. And it said you can't really use Titan Gate yet because units can just slip in. And this is where it would be really awesome to build a transport ship to get around the walls. Because we can see Kimo, I think, is trying to build a Titan Gate. A lot of idle vills here. Oh, and a wonder! Oh, man! Ah, we're going to do this, huh? So that's why Kimo... I mean, Kimo is so far ahead. He really could win just by attacking. I'm kind of surprised he's doing this. Oh, he's building a wonder. I love it. We see this push up here. Because actually, in my opinion, the only way Kimo can lose this game is by doing this. I think it's the only way. Because if reDo can get a Titan and Tornado the Titan Gate, reDo wins. Kind of vice versa as well. But Kimo was in a fantastic position here. He also could have just insta-tornadoed this as well. But Kimo's kind of lost his way a little bit here. This is allowing reDo into the game. Now this wonder goes up so fast. We've got upgraded elephants here for some reason. And we've got, like, this town center is really almost, like, unprotected. And we need to wall this off. Like, reDo is really ignoring this. This could be a huge problem if we have some vills walk through and just wall this off. And reDo is really going in on this. Why? Why? I don't think you kill the town center with this because, I mean, look. Fortified town center, masons, architects, and plus 280 hit points. Now that relic he must have killed the town center. I don't think he kills this. But there's no army here. What are these bills doing? They're having seizures. He is gonna kill it. Oh wow, this could be the biggest throw of the tournament here. And now we have to have the tornado to kill the units here. Whoa! What is Kimo doing? I mean, he's way ahead, like by score and everything. But the wonder. Now we have the Pharaoh here. As soon as he empowers, this town center will go up. The mercenaries need to kill the Pharaoh, but there's no siege behind this. And oh wow. reDo's army was way out of position here. Oh, wow. What is Kimo doing? Oh, he killed the market, though. This is, you got it. You can't let that happen. And the catapults are smashing the Pharaoh down, too. Oh, man. So the wonder is almost up here. Here's the problem that I'm going to see is going to happen to Kimo, or to reDo, is that he is going to get tunnel vision on this town center and keep attacking it, and it's not going to work. So he got it down with the help of a... Oh, he's going to re-pick up the relic, too. It's going to give 5,040 hit points. There's no way you're ever killing this town center now without a... God power. But here's the thing. Yeah, attacking this gives no value. Kind of, in a way. I mean, you're never going to kill this thing at 5,000 hit points. There's no way. You get so much more value right now if you just transport... Oh, no. That market's down, too. And where's his other one? Alright, he's got markets here. Now, does reDo even have a Titan gate, even, like, remotely close to coming? No, he doesn't. So he's pumping. Here's the problem, is that he's pumping so many resources into this push, and it's not going to work now. Not going to work. Where instead, once he got this town center down and it rebuilt back up, he needed to switch over to this. I mean, if he has upgraded, look. If he has upgraded siege, he can wall this off and kill the town center. Boink. Siege. It's down. Instead, reDo is going to just pound his head against this 5,000 hit point wall of a town center here. And in the meantime, no, the problem is reDo couldn't make towers in Migdal because he didn't have the resources. And he's now making a Titan. He'll be able to get it up. But yeah, you make... And he can't, though. He tried. He tried. But yeah, there would be so much value if he could have... And he's trying. You can see that. Oh, deleted the boats. So you'll be able to make some docks here. Like, if you transport and wall this off, that'd be really strong. And we still have no upgraded siege. Kimo's halfway to a Titan. He's also got a wonder. Full upgrades for economy. reDo does have full upgrades as well. Okay. The set player does not have a rock. reDo is at full pop. But his way to win, which he's running out of time, obviously. We got 7 minutes and 50 seconds left on the wonder. His way to win is not what he's doing here. It's not what he's doing here. These catapults are just going to die. There's nothing to protect them. This town center's 5,000 hit points. He's not going to kill it. So he's going to throw away 5 catapults here. The Titans will cancel. But yeah, the only way that... I mean, I'm actually surprised that he got this town center down to begin with. That was actually better than I thought. But the only way at this point reDo can win is if he takes this town center, gets up 4 to 2 town centers, and then transport ships over to here. Because he'd be up 180 to 140 pop. He could potentially push through here. The problem is he wouldn't have mercenaries, and Kimo would. But the Titan is out. 6 minutes 50 seconds left on this. I don't think. How do you push through? I mean, plus 280 hit points from sun-dried brick and plus 420. It's disgusting. So much. So many hit points. Even these walls, I mean, everything benefits from that relic. Is this bad manners? Not really. I mean, really, Kimo could have just... If Kimo would have played aggressive, he could have just leveled reDo. In which case, I think he's going to win anyway now. Because he's got this... because reDo never took control of this part of the map. Now, Kimo's doing this. And reDo doesn't even know his town center is getting attacked. Like, there's been no reaction. Because he's so focused on this. This is the tunnel vision. And that's GG. Wow, well played to Kimo. Oh, man. Well played to Kimo. 3-0. Oh, man. That was domination by Kimo. Oh. Wow. I thought reDo would win a couple of games, but obviously he didn't. So, man, Kimo gets first place, wins the $360 prize for first place, but reDo gets $200 as second place. And overall, even though reDo didn't look good in the finals, overall had a good season, had really well against Scotty, and had a fantastic match against Joe. Joe versus reDo was an awesome series. Yeah, I'd take $200 any day. I mean, if I lost like this and I got $200, I'm a winner in my heart. You know what? Doesn't really matter. I won. But yeah, $200 to get smoked like this, man. Yeah, I'd be pretty happy about it. So, what went wrong for reDo? Well, we talked about it earlier already. And yes, thanks for stopping in, Scottish. Thanks for stopping in. Oh yeah, meds. Oh, ooh, yeah, watch out. You don't take too many of those things. But what went wrong for reDo here? So, as set in this matchup, you do need to slow the rod down. And you accomplish that with your early shift onto the raw town center or villagers. And while you're not going to end up stopping the town center, because the raw can eventually react, your goal with advancing so quickly, like reDo did, he advanced at 410. Your goal there is to do an aggressive shift and have like 45 seconds of playtime before the raw gets his own shift. So yeah, we had a 410 and a 5 minute. So he would have had 50 seconds to play with the villagers that were hunting here. Instead, he got greedy. He tried to just walk through, but Kimo already had the wall. And that prevented reDo from doing any damage at all. And it did not slow the Ra down, which meant that the Ra was able to keep pace and be ahead in economy. which meant advancing earlier. And even though reDo eventually got ahead courtesy of, I think it was the Pharaoh empowerment for a while on the town center. And then we did have that stop on the trade route there for Kimo for a little bit. This is the trade set, the town center stop. But, and then overall, as we will hop back to just the main screen here, overall, I'd say, and you get this sometimes from players, it's players who try to play out of their comfort zone, thinking that they'll, like, the surprise factor will do better. So, like, reDo really didn't play a lot of set this tournament. He's some. But I felt like reDo's strength this tournament was actually his Oranos, although he did beat Joe in Egyptian Wars. But I think like on Tropical Mirage and Blue Lagoon, with them being Oranos maps, I think you do what Kimo did, and you just go Oranos. Go with your best. Instead, he got a set versus Oranos, and Kimo kind of played what I thought reDo would do. And that Kimo was the one going Oranos and being aggressive. And reDo was the one being on defensive here. And lost. So Kimo 3 wins in a row. And he ended up being 3-6-9-0 in the playoffs. 9-0. So don't forget to vote for your favorite player in the tournament. And don't forget to check out the entire league that happened. This was the last match of the tournament. I will have the semifinal, or no, not the semifinals. There was a third place match that was also played that I haven't streamed yet between Scotty and Moore. And I think I'll cast that later, just to kind of the farewell tour to the tournament. But overall, tournament is now done. But overall, it was a fun tournament. Man, I would have liked to have seen closer finals, but we had a lot of good matches in the tournament. A lot of good matches. And I wasn't able to stream too many of them just due to time limits. But there were a lot of fantastic matches in the regular season. A lot of really the regulation/promotion bracket. Almost every match in that bracket was really good. So those were really good to watch as well. Though actually, I'd say those were better matches than the playoff matches, which sometimes that's how it happens when you get the best players playing so consistently like Kimo. It's hard to take games off of him. When you get kind of your intermediate players that are kind of inconsistent, you get inconsistent matches where you'll have one player look good one game and then the next player looks good the other game, and you kind of have a nice fun 4 or 5 games. Yeah, Kimo wins. So Kimo won the first event that me and Boyd hosted back in February, the Bill Greg Open. Won that tournament, and now he has run the second event that me and Boyd have hosted, which is the first season of the Vubli Champions League. So congratulations to Kimo. That was some domination. Now this was a pretty fast set here. Might see if I can get in like a quick game. Yes, the promotions, Greek, are all finished. This is the end. The tournament's over, guys. It's over. It's over. It's all done. This is the last match. Well, I'll have my free time back to me now. Because it was a lot of work behind the scenes. Who went up and down? Why don't you watch the matches? There were some really good matches. Check out the Discord. There's a channel dedicated, completely spoiler free in a way. I guess if you start at the end, you'll see who's playing in the final matches. But you can watch the streams. Every match was streamed. I think We only missed like, and Boyd is casting them too. Yes, he's putting them up on his channel. So if you want to just wait, you can keep on watching those, and that'll be those will be getting pumped onto his match. Who's it between? Well, the way we had it set up, Greek, is that there were like 4 different promotion / demotion matches. So it wasn't just any one match. So when we set that up intentionally so that we had a lot of very important games in the consolation / promotion / relegation bracket, which resulted in a lot of good matches. So yeah, you've got quite a few different matchups where players were playing for the chance to be in Champions League next season. So yeah, watch, take a look. Boyd does a phenomenal job casting. So yeah, if you don't know the results, I'd just suggest you just wait and watch Boyd. Boyd's probably still got like a good 40 to 50, maybe 40 games to upload. 30 to 40 games yet to upload. So he'll still be uploading games for probably the next 2 to 3 weeks on his channel. So you can watch those and they'll be good. A lot of nice games, a lot of nice series, and overall really a fantastic tournament overall. It's kind of sad to see it done, but it's also a little bit of a relief because they're a lot of work, and we got a lot of help though this tournament. The only reason I am trying to get a quick game before I go to bed. Oh, we'll play a quick 1v1 against the Spectre. We'll watch it and then call it a night. And then I go to bed. And actually, I'm staying up a little bit. I do have to work tomorrow early, but we'll celebrate the end of the tournament. Staying up a little bit late because it will be a little bit before I can stream again. So I'll get a 1v1 and pretty quick here, and then I'll go to bed, and then I've got in-laws coming to stay at the house in the basement, so there'll be like one room over for like the next 4 days. So you probably won't see me stream again until the upcoming weekend. But all right, what god, guys? Give me a god. One god I have time for in this 1v1. Animal Barca, my oldest subscriber, you know, you always put that. You know I can't play that. All right. Oh, here we go. You can see me play in my nice button-up shirt I put on for the games here. Oh, how about I get my APM on? Now we're going Hades. I know you guys really like to see that number go up and down. It's probably more fun watching the number go up and down than it is watching the game. All right, here we go. Hades. I have the right overlay on. Let's go. All right, one game, then I'm going to go to bed, and then I'll catch you guys another time. But that's the end of the tournament. Happy and sad day. Hades and Odin. All right, that's cool. Where's my hunt? Oh, there it is. Who won the tournament? I just cast it, man. Man. Do you want spoilers? Or do you want to just go back? You can go back in the beginning of the stream and watch, or you can, if you don't really care, you can. Somebody can just tell you. I like where that rhino. Look at this. Look at this dropping off here. Gold. That's why I kind of had. I'm in the grand finals. This is why I kind of had him circle back and die right here, because this is perfect. Well, it doesn't really matter, Sigma, who goes where. People get a little too worked up. Oh. Hello, friends. It's Babar. What was another elephant and Babar. I feel like there's like a Simone or something. No, it wasn't. What was the queen? Dang it. You know what's really creepy about that book? It talks like how, like, Babar got married to his wife at, like, age, like, 12. It was really weird. But not too young. I read Babar growing up. In fact, I read the stories. I read them to Cam, too. Oh, the elephant who gets his... Yeah, I remember that one too, kind of, vaguely. Alright, just tank it. Oh no, you can't. That was not so good. I thought he was gonna die. Who's Jerry Lee Lewis? Like a real creeper. No. I want a wall. Wall. Actually, the ninth. Oh. Rise. Rise, don't be knowing him. Alright, so I brought the goats up here to kind of path block old Ellie the elephant. Ajax the hero comes in. Look at him go. Oh man, this is perfection. I don't want these low hit point vills though to be on the He's actually not on that hunt. I don't know if I'll do mass Cyclops here. Oh, he's on this. It's kind of screwed, actually. So am I, because I'm housed. Yeah! Oh, right on top of him, too. Oh, man. Well, I have a lot of resources here. Now what's he do?
Πρόσταγμα, ορθός.
Εισβολή.
Έτοιμα, μάλιστα.
Βούλουμε. Ναι. Καλώς.
Πρόσταγμα.
Ναι. Ναι. Βούλουμε.
Πρόσεχε.
Θηρευτής. Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσταγμα, ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε. Θηρευτής.
Πρόσταγμα, βούλομαι.
Ναι. Καλώς. Ναι.
Πρόσταγμα,
Whoa!
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα.
How many vills did she kill?
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι, έστω. Λέγε.
Πρόσεχε. Έτοιμος. Πρόσεχε.
πρόσταγμα, ορθός. Έτοιμος. Λέγε,
Λέγε. Θηρευτής.
Πρόσταγμα.
πρόσταγμα, βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος. Ναι. Πρόσταγμα. Έστω. Καλώς. Λέγε. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα,
Are you gonna finally go to sleep, Guilty?
έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα, λέγε, ορθός. Βούλομαι. Πάνι, ορθός. Πάνι, βούλομαι.
Yeah, I'll be a jerk.
Πάνι, ορθός. Πάνι, πρόσταγμα, ορθός.
Kill this hunt.
Βούλομαι. Πάνι, ορθός. Πάνι.
Έτοιμο.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Βούλο, μάλιστα. Έτοιμη.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Ναι. Μάλιστα. Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε, βούλομαι. Πάνι, βούλομαι.
Oh, I'm gonna get housed again.
Πρόσεχε. Λέγε. Έστω. Λέγε. Έστω. Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Μάλιστα. Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα.
Ορθός, ορθός. Βούλος. Πάνι.
Λέγε. Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα.
Whoa, what are you doing there?
Βούλομαι. Λέγε, βούλομαι. Ορθός. Έτοιμος. Πάνι.
Πρόσεχε. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε, πόρο.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα, πόρο.
Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι. Ναι.
Λέγε, εισβολή. Ορθός.
Έτοιμος. Ναι. Βούλομαι.
Run!
Μάλιστα.
Λέγε ορθός.
Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα,
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Ναι. Έτοιμος. Ναι.
λέγε,
Dang, she lives.
Λέγε.
Έστω. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Μεταλλεύς.
Έχε. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Έστω. Βούλομαι. Έστω.
πρόσταγμα,
Έτοιμος.
The game's not over yet.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Έστω. Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα. Πρόσεχε. Λέγε.
I need to get a hotkey for a gate.
Ναι. Πρόσταγμα.
έτοιμος. Ορθός. Πάνι, πρόσταγμα, λέγε, ισμάχιν. Πρόσταγμα, πρόσταγμα,
Ah!
λέγε, βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε. Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε.
Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε, ορθός.
Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμος. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Έστω. Ναι. Έστω. Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Ναι.
This guy.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Oh, up north, huh?
Βούλομαι.
Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος. Έστω. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι.
I don't think he's gonna
Λέγε,
win that.
πάνι.
Έτοιμη. Θηρευτής.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Ναι. Έτοιμος. Πρόσεχε.
Doesn't work by itself.
Πρόσταγμα, βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Εισβολή, λέγε, πρόσταγμα, λέγε, έτοιμος. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Πόρο. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα, βούλομαι. Λέγε, ορθός. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα. Έστω.
Λέγε, ορθός. Ορθός.
Why are you following me with all these
Πρόσταγμα,
units?
εισβολή, βούλομαι. Λέγε, βούλομαι. Λέγε, πάνι. Πρόσταγμα, ορθός.
He does, as long as he's attacking with his dwarves, I don't really have to turn back. Oh, the lion! You see that lion? Oh man, you'd be lying if you didn't say you saw that lion. 'Cause that was awesome.
Μάλιστα. Βούλος.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Θρητόνος.
Πρόσταγμα, έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα,
That just tanks way too
Λέγε,
much damage.
πρόσταγμα, λέγε,
Πρόσεχε.
ισμάχιν.
Έστω. Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Μεταλλεύς.
Πρόσταγμα, πρόσταγμα,
Πρόσεχε.
βούλομαι.
Εισβολή.
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Βούλομαι.
Λέγε έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι.
Έτοιμη.
What are you guys sitting around for?
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Πρόσεχε. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμο. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Εισβολή. Εισβολή.
Where's his army? How is he ahead in score? He's not about to be.
Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε. Πρόσεχε. Έστω.
Έστω.
Ναι. Βούλομαι. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι.
I
Πρόσταγμα.
can just sit here.
Ναι. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Έστω. Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Έτοιμο. Έστω.
Έτοιμη. Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμο. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι.
Λέγε βούλομαι.
Έτοιμο. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Θηρευτής. Μάλιστα. Θηρευτής.
Βούλομαι. Εισβολή.
Εισβολή. Πρόσεχε. Καλό. Εισβολή.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Ισμάχη.
Λέγε. Καλώς.
Ah, get out of there. No!
Έστω. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Ισμάχη.
Εισβολή.
Έτοιμος.
Εισβολή.
Λέγε ρητό βουλευτής.
Ναι. Βούλομαι.
Εισβολή.
Oh, I guess we're just.
Ορθός. Πάνι.
Βούλομαι.
Λέγε.
Oh, we did this again, huh?
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Ναι. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή.
Ορθός. Εισβολή.
Ναι. Έτοιμο. Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα. Ισμάχη.
Ναι. Εισβολή.
Έτοιμος. Εισβολή.
Ισμάχη.
Λέγε.
Λέγε. Χώρο. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Χώρο. Λέγε. Λέγε.
Oh, look at this.
Πάνι. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι.
Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμο.
Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Καλώς.
Λέγε. Χώρο.
Λέγε. Σμάκι.
Εισβολή.
Λέγε.
Old Sark. Oh man, I love it.
Λέγε.
Λέγε ναι. Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα. Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα.
Oh man.
Χώρο.
Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα.
Oh man.
Πρόσταγμα.
Ναι. Έστω. Ναι.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Καλός. Ισμάχη.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Ισμάχη. Έτοιμος. Καλός. Πρόσταγμα. Χώρο. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Alright, I think it's over now.
Βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα.
Floating all sorts of resources over here.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Πάνι.
Don't even have an armory up.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα.
And GG. Alright, well, that was a fun one. That locust, or not locust, that pestilence put him really far behind. The knight has floating so many resources. Oh, GG. You can't hear me talk, can he? No, I can't play another. No, man, I have to be up at 5. It's already 10:30-ish, almost. So, thought I'd play one. So. Eco wasn't quite what it should have been. How many Vils did he kill? I think that Valk, I was house. That was what hurt me. Because I was house for a while. I was house for a while. And then this was, I think, when he was killing Vils that I didn't notice with his Valkyrie. No, walls are so good. No, this one I couldn't ever quite get built, but yeah, walls are good. For a little bit of dollars, I mean, what does this cost? 15, 30, 45, This is like 50, 55 gold, and the value is so huge. The value is so huge. I can't play another game. I gotta go to bed, guys. So anyway, stay tuned for the tournament Discord. There we are. I'll kind of do later this week. I'll do kind of an end of season big write up and stuff. So let's take a look for that. And that's it for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the tournament games and now me playing game. But I'm gonna go to bed. It's 10:17 and I gotta be up early for work, and then I got a couple days off. But I'll have in-laws here, so no streams then. So next stream will probably not be until like Thursday night. But anyway, hope you guys all have a good start to your week, and that is it for me. I'll catch y'all later. So I'm just going to real quick try to find a another Twitch stream to send you guys to. There we go. We'll do it this guy. This guy's... I like the people that have webcams, because they generally are a little bit more talkative. So we will send you guys to Brockmeister. What a name. So that's it. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day, night, or whatever. Catch y'all later. Bye.